here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Hi everybody, it's Imghostofsparta, and I'm here with a crazy, fantastic story for you guys. It has some ups and downs into it, but pretty sure everybody's kind of wondering why I haven't been uploading as consistently as before. And it has to do with some changes that happened going on with my 9-to-5 job. A lot of people probably don't know this. They probably think I do this full time. I don't. I actually have a regular job just like everybody else. And, you know, doing a 9-to-5 job and trying to do YouTube at the same time is kind of difficult. You know, this kind of almost drove me to the point of quitting my YouTube career. And I've been doing this for a very long time. I mean, I started the channel 11 years ago. I stopped, came back up, stopped, recorded, and then finally I've been consistent for the last year and a half or so. And I have to tell you, you know, to stay motivated in doing this is very hard, but you got to push through. That's the main thing I can tell you, is you have to push through. But with that being said, back to the story, you know, of me working my 9-to-5, it was really stressful. It was taking a serious toll on my creative nature and my creative mindset, and then it was also taking a toll on my time. Like I would come home and I would feel super stressed. I would feel super defeated, where I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to interact. It was super draining. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I recently got promoted to a bigger role, but not as much stress. I became a manager for a specific account, and with that I got, you know, a little bit more responsibilities, but it's not as stressful as my previous position that I was doing. And I'm trying to like walk around this because like, I don't want you guys to know where I work or who I work for. And I mean, it has nothing to do with, you know, not trusting my viewers and anything like that. It's just that, you know, certain things I like to keep private. But like I said, with this new position, I feel more free, I feel much better, and I'm able to have some more time to be able to dedicate to this, to my channel. But other things that were going on in my life was not only that. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I was pretty much doing 2 jobs for those 3 weeks, doing 2 jobs. You know, I would go to my new job for like half the day, and the other half the day, I would go to my other position, and I would be training somebody, or I'd have to handle those things. And it was just tolling on my body, my mind, my creative, you know, mind, everything. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, unless you're there, you would understand. And so I just put up some videos, you know, the last couple of days, last Saturday, and I think the week before, I think it's Wednesday. So those are the last ones I had that were just filmed already, but I just never got a chance to edit. You know, so that was a big thing for me. Another things that was going on while I was doing that, I was doing some renovations for my living room. I was able to put my surround system up, and then I've been telling you guys that I want to get my cabinet display for my Dragon Ball Z figures, or my Shfiguarts. I kind of wanted to redo it. I mean, I like the way the lighting is and everything, but I bought some new LEDs. I got new figures that I want to put in there so I could display them in each saga in, you know, different what do you call it, poses, or things that have to do with certain iconic scenes from the show itself. See my desk area where I do my editing, and you could see like a lot of things that goes on, you know, that I changed for the better for the channel to help me be more creative. Now I'm in my garage. I used to do these reviews, believe it or not, in that living room not too long ago. I just had a little space, little corner, and I would do it, had like cardboard cutouts and things like that. But now in my garage, I feel the garage is a lot better space for me. I do have one of my display cabinets here that I have some figures in. The one that's right behind me has all my gear, and it does have some figures in there. It also has some storage spaces for some of my gear, and also some of the figures that I'm reviewing or that I have on display already. Back to the main point of this is just like how I almost quit YouTube, and it had to do with my job. Like, my job was really taking a toll, and to the point where I was just feeling like this wasn't enough. It wasn't giving me enough return, you know. And I appreciate everybody that supports my channel, and I appreciate everybody that watches every second of my video, because without you guys, I wouldn't want to keep doing this. Now, I know there's bigger guys out there that are doing this much quicker than I can. They get the figures way before I do, but they're doing it because they need to make money. I'm doing it because I want to help you guys as collectors. You know, they're doing it. Yes, I want to make money too from this, you know, at some point. But I will always give the most honest review as I possibly can. I want to make sure you guys are getting the best bang for your buck. And when it comes to keeping motivated for this, I just keep thinking about the people watching. I mean, I watch YouTube. I'm just like everybody else. I'm a person. I have wants and needs, and I want to watch YouTube and watch videos for entertainment. And you know, it's very hard to find someone that's really genuine and honest. So, you know, that's what I try to convey in my videos, and I try to make it as beautiful eye candy as I can, because you know, you guys want to stay engaged, and I want to engage with you guys. So hopefully I'm not boring you too much, you know, about my story. But yeah, I mean, work was literally mentally draining me for all my creativity that I had. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever felt like that, where you have like some projects that you're doing and you just feel like, you know what, I just can't do it. Like you want to put it off to the side, you kind of just want to be alone. Let me know what those are, you know, and maybe we can talk together, and you know, maybe I can give you some advice and figure it out. I don't know. I just like talking with all my viewers. You know, when you guys leave in comments, it's very refreshing to communicate with everybody and see how there's so many more people out there that collect action figures like I do. In case you guys don't know, 33 years old. I don't think I ever revealed my age. So I've been working for the same company. I mean, I'm gonna go back to, you know, my job portion of it. I've been working for the same company for since 2006, and I worked and progressed my way up. I did YouTube 11 years ago. I started out with this weird review of I think it was the Assassin's Creed White PS Vita. That video blew up so crazy, 14,000 views, like within the first like day or two. And it was nuts. After that, I kept on doing more reviews, but you know, back then all I had was a crappy cell phone camera, and I mean, that's how everybody got started at that point. But I just didn't keep up with it. You know, work got in the way, like it always does, because it's my main source of income. This hasn't been a main source of income for me just yet, but I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping it will at some point, because I really do enjoy doing this for the viewers. You know, I have a lot of other projects that I'm working on. Like I said, I want to work on doing my display cabinet, so you guys can see how I do that and give you guys ideas. That way you guys can find a cabinet yourself and make a little display for yourselves as well. Now, what was really pushing me to the edge of almost quitting YouTube was I wasn't getting as much things quick enough. And then I also had some stuff that was piling up on me at the same time. Like right behind me, there's a bunch of figures I need to review that I haven't yet, and that was due to the fact of being mentally drained. Like I said, the videos that came up, I had those in the can already. I just needed to edit them, and once I got that done, I was happy. But what kind of is making me get back into the motions again and getting my videos up in the right, be more consistent. Getting the videos up more consistently is that now I got this new role in this new position, so that way I can be able to have the time to do that. There'll be times I'm constantly on call now, but I'll find a way to make more time, and this new role is not as mentally draining as the previous one. You know, because technically I'm a manager, so it's not as tough as before, as being the guy on the low on the totem pole taking orders from 5-6 different people. Now I just take orders from one, which is just good. You know, it's a good thing for somebody. Yeah, I mean, that's all I could say pretty much about that. But I mean, I was really contemplating of leaving this whole filming thing gone, like leaving all the reviews that I do, all the action figures that I do, the photos that I do for the action figures. But you know, something in my back of mind was just like, why quit? Like, what do you have to lose? You know, yeah, I lose a little time, but it also helps me de-stress. It helps me, you know, come back to earth a little bit and give back a little bit, in a sense. You know, and it's crazy. I don't even know where I'm going with this story. I hope it's staying linear as possible, but you know, I just feels good to talk to you guys, you know, and hopefully this touches you somewhere in your heart or in your feelings or in your mind, or where you get like some information or knowledge about it, that, you know, hey, everybody's human. You know, the people that are doing these videos are not just, you know, robots or careless people. You know, they have lives, they have feelings, they have families. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an insight into, you know, the life of a YouTuber in a weird way. My next goal is to try to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new to this channel, I've been looking over my analytics, and it shows that pretty much like 90% of the people that watch my channel aren't subscribed. So it doesn't take too long. You know, it's free. All you do is hit that subscribe button, and then, you know, when you look at your subscriptions, if I post up a new video, it'll be right there for you to enjoy and have the pleasure to comment, to like, you know, and engage with me into my videos. So just make sure, you know, you guys do that. It would really help support the channel and get the numbers needed, so that way I can keep doing this more and more. But yeah, guys, I mean, I had a tough time for the last 4 weeks. It was really tough on me. It was hard, mentally draining. I felt defeated. I felt like crap. I couldn't explain what else it would have been like, but you know, I'm just glad I got through it, and I'm starting to move forward, and I'm gonna bring up more, you know, more content for you guys, because that's the idea of all of this. I'm just hoping, you know, you guys watch this all the way to the end, because, you know, I do kind of go back and forth. The story of this is kind of insane. You know, to give you guys some insight of my previous job, I was I played a person that had a lot of hats, that wore a lot of different hats, that took care of a lot of things in an office setting, and you know, it was just draining, super draining. You know, I was pretty much the number one person there for almost everything, but never was treated like the number one person there. And so that's why I moved on to this other role. Now, my previous bosses they're really upset about it, but what can I say? I needed to move on. I needed to grow in my company, and it's time for me to take on. In a way, it's not, but it is. It's a weird relationship with YouTube, you know, because it kind of shows you if your content is good or not, or people willing to watch. And I feel that my content is good enough. I mean, I give you guys a review, you see an action figure that you might not have, or you're thinking about getting, or you're on the fence of. It's just that there's a lot of competition for some of us out there, because there's I think like 4 YouTubers that are like really on top of it, and they're constantly making content, but that's because they've been doing it longer than I have. Or actually, we've been all doing it the same amount of time. It's just that they stayed consistent on it, where I didn't, and I admit that failure. But that's why I want to keep moving forward with YouTube. YouTube is really good, and if anything can help you, give you some kind of like a hobby, doing this is great. I mean, you can't get past doing this. I mean, it's free, doesn't take a lot to start up. Everybody has a cell phone. Most of these cell phones have great pixel cameras. Just learning how to use a camera would be the best point or best option for you after that. I mean, it doesn't take too long. You can watch a couple of YouTube videos of other people showing you how to use a cell phone camera to get the best image quality, to get the best range, distance or focal length. You know, learning those things is very important, so that way you can get some good crystal clear imagery. You know, and you know, that's all I pretty much have to say, guys. I mean, it was a really tough 4 months. 4 weeks. 4 weeks, please, not months. But it was pretty tough. I mean, the role that I was previously in was I did it for 8 years, and it just, you know, after 8 years, I kind of realized that, you know, I'm not as I don't want to say, I guess I wasn't recognized as how much work I actually did, and so I had to make a decision. I really did have to make a tough decision, and to be able to move on, and what's better for my family, what's better for me mentally, because of the amount of stress that was going through on in my mind. You know, but I have to say, like, I want to push forward with creating content, and I will be pushing forward to creating content. There's no way I can't. You know, I love going to Frank & Sons. I love finding new things to review. I love visiting other stores. You know, sometimes when I'm at like going to the Walmart or the Target, I go and I try to find, you know, action figures, but around where I stay, for some weird reason, there's no action figures or no new sets being delivered. Like, everything is just gone. All my toy aisles are empty, and that's due to the fact that I live real close to Frank & Sons. If you guys know what Frank & Sons is, it's pretty much a swap meet for collectibles, and people out there, vendors out there, go and get those figures. And you're asking yourself, what does that have to do with, you know, you wanting to quit YouTube. Well, I almost did. That's the thing, is that I had the mentality, and I almost thought I was going to be able to, I thought I was going to be like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'll just collect figures quietly and, you know, not show the people out there what they're for, or how much they're worth, or, you know, give them knowledge, or show them what each figure does. You know, I was just almost to the quitting point. I just didn't want to do it anymore. But, you know, if it wasn't for me getting this new role, I don't think I probably would have. But now that I have the more time, this role is not as stressful. I feel a lot better. Trust me, I do feel a lot better with that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the story. I hope you guys are willing to continue to follow my channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like I said, it's super easy. It's not very expensive. It's free, and it helps support the channel like you wouldn't believe. So I will see you guys on the next review.